And then I got in trouble. Well, not in trouble with him, but just kind of like socially. They're like, why would you do that? Was
he popular or something? He seems like a freak. Like, why would...
Actually, he lives kind of in the area. He's an MD PhD. Yeah, I went to a school for smarties. But so anyway...
Medical doctor? What's that? Like pharmacy?
So an MD PhD means that you're both like a doctor of philosophy. That's what a PhD is.
Oh, yeah.
And then also a medical doctor, which is an MD. Wow. Yeah. I think he's with Mass Gen now. I'm not sure. I don't know. I try not to look into him too much.
I hope he's
but he has two brothers who are really sweet. And his younger brother was not my age, but my year in school. And because they used to make the lockers like by alphabet. Mm-hmm. We were right next to each other because we had the same first initial. Right? Mm-hmm. So, I already lost my track with this. Yeah. Okay. So he always had this big crush on me, his younger brother, who was in my grade.
Oh, okay.
And then I saw him, or spoke to him rather recently, and I was like, we were just catching up, and I was like, so does your older brother, I won't mention his name, have any kids? Like, what happened to him? And that's when I found out about the MD, PhD, lives in Boston area thing, and he was like, oh, he has 2 daughters. And I was like, does any of them play the violin? Because it's like...
Someone should do a wellness check,
like
maybe
like is rethinking this. Like when you're a father with 2 daughters, like maybe he's now looking back at like, you don't, like when you're 16, 17 years old, you don't pitch like 11, 12-year-old girl's butt every day, which she's trying to get on the bus to get to school, you know?
Did everybody know you were way younger than them in your school? Or was it like a secret?
It was kind of a secret, yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of a secret.
I'm not defending him by any means, but maybe if he knew you were 12.
There are a lot of secrets in my family that...
He wouldn't have done it? Probably still would have, but...
No, we can get into more secrets, but yeah, my age thing was just a problem with that my developmental age wasn't aligning with my chronological age.
Yeah.
And my father, because he was a doctor at the hospital in which I was born, I was like, we can fudge this a little bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't think that I honestly didn't know. But there are other secrets in my family. We can get into those. If you want to get into murder-suicide, you want to get into potential...
Murder-suicide? That's a family secret?
Oh my God, there's so many suicides in my family.
That's messed up.
Yeah, but we should...
You can save that for another day, maybe. A little open book secrets.
Yeah. How are you doing on... I know that you only had me until 9, and I can see on your watch it's after 9, so...
It is, yeah, but we did go over last week, like an hour and a half. So you have a half hour left, so we can keep going for a half hour if you want.
All right, what do you want to talk about? So we talked about me bonking the head in my violin case, so that was fun.
We were kind of talking about your talents, I guess, so...
Okay, so pick a subject and I'll tell you whether I'm good or bad at it.
So if you were like a musician, right, and you played the violin, like did you play other instruments or? Like...
No, well, yes, piano as well.
Nice.
So
good combo.
The thing about it is that, so I like listening to music. I'm like a connoisseur.
Yeah.
Like a consumer of music.
Yeah.
But. Oh, I don't like playing music.
Really?
No, not at all. But I had like a million lessons, so I'm good at those things. But it's not something that I would consider a natural talent. It was like something that would, like I said. Oh, remember what I said? Like if you're really good at football, but your parents are like, no, you need to be good at math.
Yeah.
So I am good at playing the piano and playing violin, but it's not because of any God-given talent or any natural interest, besides as a, patron of the arts.
Yeah.
What
was, I guess, I know you don't like playing music, but did anything kind of bring you joy, like certain pieces on your violin or songs that you learn on the piano? Like,
well, for piano, I really like Chopin. For Vivaldi, I really like playing Vivaldi, but I don't like listening to Vivaldi, so that's weird. And so, but I like playing Beethoven, but when I listen to Beethoven, I'm kind of like, I've heard this 10 fucking million times. Yeah. And then Puccini, I'm always like, shut the fuck up already. I don't know. Dvorak, I get a little complicated with him. I don't know.
Do you like Wagner? Like music dramas?
Oh my god. What is it? The Ring of the Nibelungs? I can never pronounce.
I don't know how to say it either.
Yeah.
And there's obviously Die Valkyrie, which everyone knows.
Well, but that's one part. So there's 5 parts of the Ring of the Nibelungs.
No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I just can't. I can think of the word, but like in my head,
Die Valkyrie is just one part of. It's one of the 5 parts.
Yeah,
it's one movement. Yeah, but Wagner. Oh my god, he's so exciting.
Yeah,
but I hate liking him because he's everyone associates him with Hitler. So and like.
Yeah, but like that just happened. That was like happenstance.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of...
And
my family is from Germany, and you kind of, like, got swept up in that stuff whether you wanted to or not. Like, my uncle got kind of... Great-uncle got forced to make, like, airplane instruments, like, for, like, their planes. He didn't, like, apply for a job. They just, like, he, like, perfected the altimeter. And then they approached him and were like, you're going to make these for our planes.
And I feel like that's where, like, the whole, like, Nazi thing really gets me confused in that way, where it's like, because there's a difference between being ethical and moral.
Yeah.
So it's like, when you're being ethical, you're following the rules. Someone tells you, this is what you have to do, and this is how you do it, and then you do it, and you're not necessarily always aligning your ethics with your morals, but then it's like, can you really be prosecuted in some kind of like international court for following the rules that were laid down in front of you? I don't know.
I guess it depends on what you were told, right? Like, I certainly didn't have anyone
told.
in my family that served, like, in the military.
No, but forced.
Yeah, that's true. Because I guess they could be like, well, if you don't do it, then we'll kill your family or something like that. Or,
right, or even you show up to elementary school and you'll be like, I am morally against math. Yeah. And they're like, no, but you have to take math. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, there's like a disconnect there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think about that a lot, about the difference between ethics and morality. Mm-hmm. And I feel like a lot of Germans, especially in World War II, they were being ethical, but they weren't being moral.
Yeah.
But how can you fault someone for being immoral when you don't know where their morals align, and there's no rules or laws? So it's like they were just doing what they were told to do.
The genocide, too, was no one knew that was happening. Not any German people. I mean, yes, I think they did recognize that. Well, at least my family was in a small town. Like, there weren't Jewish people or gypsies. Like, it was just Germans. And sure, like, they had soldiers occupied.
Do you mean, like, the people who travel around a lot?
Yeah, like Eastern European, like, traveling people. Like, they were referred to as, like, gypsies, though.
That sounds like a fun way to live. I think I would want to be a gypsy. And they wear, like, the weirdest scarves on their heads and, like, all the big earrings and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a song. What was it? Stevie Nicks? Gypsy?
Yes.
Oh, and then there's a girl who killed her mom named Gypsy Rose.
Yeah.
See how my mind works? I'm like, okay, we've got gypsies, we've got romance, we've got earrings, we've got scarves, we've got a girl who killed her parents, and then we've got Stevie Nicks. Yeah. In my mind, it's all like it's all connected. Yeah, it's funny. So, okay, well, I should let you go, but do you want to hear what's on my mind right now?
I would love to, yes.
Okay. I'm already feeling like a hardness in my sternum over this. So there's this guy. I'm not going to say his name.
Okay.
So I was at a restaurant one night because we had just moved and I didn't have TVs yet, and I like to watch sports.
Yeah,
even though I don't like to play sports, I like to watch them. And he just he was sitting next to me and he just started he was talking to two people who were kind of elderly, so I assumed that they were his parents. But then they got up and left, and then he just turned and just grabbed me, and he was like, "You're so cute, you're so pretty," and I was like, "Oh, thanks. Stop! Can you get your hands off my neck?" He was really all over me, just squeezing me, all this kind of stuff. But I liked it because nobody has paid that kind of attention to me in a while. So I was intrigued, a little scared, but kind of intrigued. And so we've seen each other a couple of times on and off. Oh my God, I can't even talk about this. So then, but just hanging out, nothing, anything.
Yeah.
So then, one time, I think it was the third time we saw each other, he was like, "Let me walk you to your car." And I'm like, "My car's right there. And this is Wellesley." It's really safe. I'm sure I'm mine. And then, I don't know, he walked me to my car, but I thought he was going to make a move because he doesn't wear a ring. So I assumed that he was single.
Yeah.
And I was like, "You can kiss me if you want." And he was like, "No, I'm married. I have 3 kids. Fine, whatever." But then the other night, I was disappointed to hear that. But then the other night, I think it was 2 nights ago, he needed a place to crash. He and his wife were having a fight. I don't know what was going on. He just needed a place to crash. So he stayed at my house. But the day after that, so he left at maybe 5, 6 in the morning. And then around 10, I went out to take Mrs. Peanut Butter for a walk. She's my dog. BoJack Horseman. Right?
Yeah. Mrs. Peanut Butter, not Mr. Peanut Butter? That's so
no,
cute. Yeah.
Mr. Peanut Butter's wife.
Yeah. That's so funny. Anyway, you were
so
but
it's literally 20 minutes. And it's 10 in the morning in freaking Holliston. It's safe. Yeah. So I didn't lock the door. You know what I mean? I didn't leave it wide open, but I didn't lock it. And then when I came back, on my kitchen island, and you've never been to my house, but it's I keep a tight ship. I know what's where. There isn't just stuff laying out. There's a single red rose and a key.
What?
Yeah, and the key says Chateau on it. I'm like, that's fucked up. And other stuff.
Did it work? Was it your house key?
I've never seen this key before in my life.
I hope it's not your house key. Someone's just I have a copy.
No, because it wasn't. It was a small key. If you think of a key to if you had one of those tiny little safes that are fireproof.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't like a house key.
Yeah.
It was this big, but it had a thing on it that said Chateau, and then there were weird pictures on it and stuff on the so yeah. So I'm this is weird, and other weird stuff has happened since I've lived there. People leave me donuts. I get cash in my mailbox sometimes.
What?
Yeah. So I always thought that these are cute weird things, but then someone entering my house. See what I mean? That took it to another level.
It's not your kids playing a weird prank on you, is it? You don't think? Or
so, I mean, I don't know where they would have gotten.
You should get cameras, probably.
Right. So I did.
These are really cheap.
I know. So I did. So, okay, let's scroll back.
Yeah. Okay.
So do you want to hear the first weird house? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay. So my house is from the foundation of the home is from the 1840s.
Yeah.
But they knocked it down and built it back up. So I'm the first person, my kids and I are the first people to live there. Um,